Hey everybody, welcome to Dimension of the Past. So this is the third quasi-official Quake expansion. This was developed by Machine Games for the 20th anniversary of Quake, and we're gonna play it. So anyway, we have to do our usual thing of finding the Nightmare Portal. Oh, wow, that is weirdly not dangerous for a hard portal. Oh, looks like I can't... Whoopsie. Oh no! Looks like that's impossible to ramp jump off of. Was that Funkaloosery or something? I don't know. Anyway, let's check the water real quick. You're not a terrible place to start. Any secrets? No. It's pretty traditional start map. This isn't like a Arcane Dimensions sort of thing. Good stuff, good stuff. This is kind of nicely detailed, I gotta say. It's maybe a bit more modern, there's a little bit more going on. However, it's still pretty restrained, all in all. Alright, so anyway, this might be one of those situations where it's inside of... Yeah, I'm thinking I might have an idea as to where it is. Alright. You know, I gotta say, I do like when mappers make the Nightmare Portal a bit more accessible, but at the same time, it is kind of fun to just hunt around for it, you know? Oh well, what you gonna do? I don't think there's anything else here. I'm just gonna make sure this doesn't take me to somewhere weird, because that would be funny. And these don't do anything. Like talk about Well of Wishes and Cryptid Decay and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, that's just a Nightmare Portal. We're gonna play this on hard as always. So, there we are. Whoa. Jeez, like yeeted me out of the portal. But yes, this is a blind run. I have not played through this yet, so, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I don't know if they'd have a secret this early on. There are 6 secrets here. And, well, we'll see how many we can find on the way. As always, I would like to try to find them all, but I'm not going to go too wild. Well, that was tough. 53 kills. Okay, so it's a bit spicier than your average map 1. Let's take the elevator like sane people. Alright. Well, so far it hasn't proven to be more intense than the OG. What's this? The military base. Well, sure looks like it. What's down here? Do we have anything, I wonder? We do, actually. Nail guns are quite welcome. Let's make sure that there's nothing else, and then we will leave. Jeez. Yeah, I'm starting to think that it won't be a problem finding all the secrets, at least in this level. These are pretty rudimentary, but that's okay. I have a nail gun. Ho ho ho. Oh. Sneaky. Well, hey, I'm not opposed to that. I don't want to take 5 damage. That just seems unfun. There's that, but it doesn't appear to lead anywhere. Put a pin in that just in case, but yeah, I think we're good about this. Kind of doesn't seem like it. I mean, there's a door back there, but yeah, I can't actually move over there. I legitimately just hit tab just thinking, oh, let's see what the auto map has to say. Oh my goodness. Oh well. Just see if it cut through or something, which I don't think it does. We do have a few things that look a little bit off. Yeah, I could probably jump over from the elevator. That looks like slime. That looks like a secret. Really? I don't know. Can I raise this back up, I wonder? Yep, that is something. Do I get a suit? Probably not. Let's just save and go. Okay. Oh, alright. Well, we did it, gang. We found the ultimate secret. Okay, so that isn't anything. That isn't anything. Good. Let's move on. We did not get the super shotgun, though. I'm wondering if that's something we get later, or if that's just... Or if we get it from here. Doesn't seem like it, because that's blocking me from going any further. Alright, well, let's, again, let's put a pin in that, and, find out what is going on. Also, let me mute my phone real quick. There we go. I always forget to do that before I start recording, and, it kind of almost seems like every single time... Oh, well, we do get a nail gun, a little bit late, but it's okay. But yeah, it always seems like people only text me while I'm recording, which is kind of funny. This room feels a bit odd. Maybe that's like a punishment room or something. It's like, yeah, go into the corner. Go into the weird, whatever you want to call this. The closet, basically. Well. So, I'm not seeing a way to... the SSG over here. Yeah, and a lot of these, like... I don't know if they do it to make movement a bit easier, but yeah, like, you can't actually go near that wall. Which I guess is kind of a nice thing from... like, in terms of polish. So, not too shabby. At least I'm fairly confident that I won't randomly get stuck on things. So that's got to count for something. However, at the same time, it also kind of, oh, well, there we go. It also kind of reduces the likelihood of having secrets in those areas, so I guess it does save time in that regard as well. Because I'm not sure that those, invisible clipping brushes can actually be moved? I could be mistaken. I'm gonna stay vigilant, or as vigilant as I normally am. These are oddly placed enemies that are also oddly ineffectual. There's just kind of a lot of enemies there that can't really do anything to you. Oh well. Well, now let's go ahead and grab the quad, fashionably late, as always. The quad that we absolutely needed, by the way. There we go. That's a bit better. Oh. Kind of felt like I could have just jumped across there. This also feels like a bit of a waste of the quad, but hell, well, you know, yellow armor. I'm not going to complain about that, that's for sure. And with the enemies that this map has had, I mean, it is a map 1, don't get me wrong, but, yeah, the quad damage seems a bit more fun than actually practical. Oh, the other side, I see. Whoa. Hey there. So, bridge? Yep. Right. Honestly, not too bad. Not too bad. Now, I should probably mention we do have 2 secret levels, which I believe the exit for the first one is on map 3. Oh, well, we got everything. Nice. I don't know if we'll get there. We'll see. We'll see. These levels do seem a bit short and tidy compared to some of the things we've been used to lately. So maybe a little closer to that. Oh, well. Oh, who did that? I wanted to blow up the barrels. Bastards. Yeah. That is, awfully generous. I don't really want to grab that yet, because that would be a massive waste of armor, but we'll try to remember that it's there. These are nicely detailed. I mean, overall, this is one of those things where this, well, then again, comparing anything to Arcane Dimensions and, a lot of, well, speaking of wastes, powered down, okay. But yeah, comparing anything to a lot of those modern maps yeah, this is going to come up a bit short, but again, I mean, it's very tasteful in terms of detailing. Yeah, I'm starting to take a slight hint here. Okay, then. So, I mean, given that this was made for the 20th anniversary, the kind of restrained styling does feel pretty appropriate, all things considered. Oh. 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 Okay, I thought they were going to be all creepy about this, but... Oh. Alright. Wow, that is actually quite a bit. Alright, let's, cut these down to size, these guys down to size, I suppose. I do love how somewhat broken the Ring of Shadows is in cases like this. I mean broken in the best possible way. And actually, that was a good Ring of Shadows encounter that the map author set up, so kudos. Yeah, this ambush would have actually been pretty dicey without that, so good placement. Nifty. Okay. Nope. There we are. Anything here? Nope. Okay. I mean, there are plenty of places to move. Like, I think if I would have came in here and saw that, this would have been the first place I went to. Just that way I didn't have to dodge my lazy beams. There we go. Oh. Did I accidentally a secret there? Maybe? Actually, it might be a shortcut. I think that's just a shortcut. Oh. Or a pass-through. Wait. Oh, okay. I did see this on the way over there. Okay, cool. So I'm guessing I probably have to power up something over... Okay. Yes, please, and thank you. Oh, all systems are now online. Did I do that? Was it my quad-powered rampage that did that? There we are. Alright, who's next? Alright, well anyway, let's, Okay, is there actually anywhere to go here? I think I just go back. Through the tunnel. I could deal with that. Alright. Moving on. Oh, here we go. Oh, it just opened... I think this is just the door on the top ledge. Maybe. One of them. Yeah, there we are. Another nice, convenient shortcut. It's kind of funny, because two of those doors that blocked me before just kind of opened up for me. I wanted to command the doors. I wanted to... I don't know. Exercise my will on them. Stop that. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. It's kind of funny with this, because there are... I mean, this is like kind of the perfect tech base, I guess, because it's giving us all the tech base enemies. I'm kind of wondering when... Wow, yeah, that is actually pretty spicy! What the fuck? I didn't save either. Oh, autosave. Thank you, Ironwail. Might have been a bit much. Oh well, whatever. I'm sure there's probably a way of disabling that trap, because there's not really a good approach of doing that without going through there. Yeah, I know. I know you're there now. I have more shells than nails, so we're just kind of suffering through this. There we go. Just didn't want to grab it. Do I have SV aim off? Okay, I do. Good. It just kind of felt like it was auto-aiming slightly. Alright, so... I mean, this is kind of what I saved the nails for, but... There's no convenient way of dealing with this. Yeah, because there's, that. Defenses on both sides. I mean, I guess this is probably the best way. Ah, well. I mean, clever trap. Very inconvenient, but clever. There we go. Very upsetting. Anywho, what's down here aside from the mega health? Nope, just mega. Okay. I like the idea that you can accidentally get the secret area by just falling off the bridge. But hey, nothing wrong with that. So we're almost done. Okay, I was gonna say I hope this doesn't just exit. Because there's that yellow armor that I want to go back and get. Okay, there we go. Thing back here. Ah, okay. Is that another secret? No, okay, just convenience. I like convenience. And good on you for adding convenience. Okay, that just goes down to that underwater tunnel, which, shoot, where's that yellow armor? I think it was under... Oh no, it was up here. That's right. Got all the kills. We just need to get 2 secrets, which... They are getting harder. I'll give them that. Okay, and that just dumps you off in the water. It almost feels like you might be able to skip shit. Yeah. Yeah, that feels like a massive sequence break, actually. Is it possible to do that? And I mean, if I can do that, I think a lot of people probably can, because that's just... Alright, pretty much just have to go at, like, this angle, and then you just land on the railing. I am really curious now. Hold on. I kind of forgot how clustered this was. Alright, so this is the beginning of the map. Stop that. Now, if I go in here... Oh, I think you can, actually. Oh, piss. Just fly. I don't want to... I don't want to use my normal quick save slot. It didn't take me that many attempts to do this. Yeah, that's a bit of a sequence break. That's funny. Okay, well, anyway. We did that. So, yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby. And I'm sure speedrunners probably already figured that out, but I'm happy that I did independently. So, yeah. Right. So anyway, we got 2 secrets. I'm going to do a kind of a brief look for them. Again, as with all the videos in the Quake series, I'm not going to go too crazy with it. These are more or less just sort of casual blind runs, so I don't want to spend too much time 100%ing it. Leave some of it as an exercise to the viewer. Is there anything... Oh, okay. Well, that seems obvious in hindsight. Yeah, these are definitely very episode 1-esque secrets here so far. And I like it. I like it. Also kind of wondering when the whole, like, dimension of the past thing starts. I'll find out eventually, I suppose. Is there anything... Oh, armor. Okay. Oh, there's all of them. Nice. Yeah, they're very... almost, I guess, sleight of hand in a way. But, nothing wrong with that. It does reward observance and all that good stuff. It's just weird not to see shootable switches all over the place, but oh well. Anywho, on to the next level. Okay, that was the power supply, by the way. Never actually mentioned that. Dark days, and we got our first Augray. So this is, as I mentioned, the level that has the secret level exit. The first one, anyway. I think it was map 6 that has... Did I get him? Yeah, I got him. Anyway, I think it's map 6 that has the next one. It's really weird for it to just transition to a very sort of medieval-esque map. But, that's fine. Ow. Stupid water. Stupid water and blocking, not blocking my movement, but slowing my movement. Wow, he felt like he moved fast. I don't believe this has any gameplay mods. I'm using the remastered textures, but I noticed that it's using the standard progs.dat, which is to say that barrels explode immediately instead of that stupid delay they decided to add. I still don't know why that exists, but whatever, I suppose. I don't know. It was one of those changes where both on Quake 1 and Quake 2 I was just very vehemently against. It just, I don't know. I think it kind of ruins a lot of setups, but oh well, what you gonna do? Alright, just take a quick breath. Yep, just over here. Ooh, that was potentially nasty. Alright, let's clear up some space. It is funny how quaint, like, a lot of, this sort of combat feels compared to, like, some of the later entries. Like, Underdark Overbright was very, energetic compared to this. Put it that way. Alright, there we go. I need to be on this side. Good. That kind of seems like the other one. Yep, it does spit from two directions. Ooh. There's actually some good Hell Knight placement. Death Knight placement. Wrong game. Again. There we are. Could have gone worse. Could have gone better. Could have gone worse. It's funny because I just talked about how quaint the combat is, and then they do that. So, maybe I should just keep my mouth shut. Alright, there we go. Seems like I definitely want to be using a bit more of a variety of weapons in this one. So before it was very much... Okay, never mind. There's a ton of shells. But, yeah. Yeah, it kind of seemed like the previous maps, even though they gave you the nail gun... Okay, hold on. Even though they gave you the nail gun, it was, I don't know, you were still using the shotgun a hell of a lot. Kind of seems like this is where things, change. Let's go the easier route. There we go. Awesome. Where that takes us. We got a few options here. That goes to the Hell Knight, Death Knight corridor. Oh, you bastard. That just brings us back here. Did we actually run across a silver door? I don't believe we did. At least not that I've seen. Where else is there? I know there's the underwater area. Is that where the silver door is? Not seeing a whole lot of paths. Yeah, and this is where... Oh, damn it. Nope, those are just gates that open elsewhere. Can I kill that zombie? Because I keep hearing him. There you are. Got him. No, oh, that's why there's two of them. That makes sense. So wasn't there something else over there? Or did I exhaust all the paths in this immediate area? Just want to make sure. Because that leads to the armor. And this, yeah, just leads back here. Okay, well, let's go swimming again, I suppose. And I'm guessing it's probably back over... Not there. Probably at the beginning. Yep. Based on the fact there's more dudes, I'm gonna guess this is probably the right path. I know I saw gold... Oh, okay. I didn't really process the silver key door. I knew there was the gold one here, but... Okay. Underwater gate. Okay, so this is more or less... this place. I'm gonna guess I'm probably going to be... Oh. In the underwater for a while. I assume. Oh, damn it. Stop it! Heard something open. Was it this? Probably. Seems like a good guess. As good a guess as any. Alright, cool. Oh, damn it. So zombies are a bit of a pain. Underwater zombies are a big pain. But that's okay. I think they're all dead. Well, dead-er, I suppose. They were dead and reanimated, now they're just unanimated. Such is the natural order. There we are. Another one? Okay, we get it. You like Death Knights. Death Knights. They are a perfectly fine enemy, but calm down. Granted, that was actually good use of them, so I can't really complain. I will, but... Did I sequence break again? Or is that actually the intended route? Because it feels like this is supposed to raise, so these are kind of giving me that impression. Alright. Yeah, maybe that was the intended solution. I don't know. Let's see. Or was it this? Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do it my way. It does seem like you can just sort of make it like that, but I'm not gonna. Oh, alright, so this barrier opens. And I am guessing that... Oh, damn it, why? I'm guessing that that barrier is probably for the gold key. Alright, let's let that guy get up. Good. Good. Anyone else back here? I hope not. Just kidding. These guys are fine. They give me free rockets, after all. So we found 3 out of 5 secrets already. Oh, hi there. Alright, awesome. I like how the last one gives you armor, and that one just gives you another Death Knight. Okay, down here we go. And... let's see, what's over here? Nothing. Okay. What about up here? The Perforator. And Fiends. I mean, that is a good... generally a good idea. If you're going to introduce the player to another weapon, give them something to use it on. A little bit more nails. Oh, I see a switch up there. A shootstable switch. Dude, chill. Alright, one left. I'm guessing it's probably not just up there, because that would be very caveman-esque. Not that I'm opposed to that, but, you know. Got it. I'm guessing that's probably what leads to... Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to guess. I'm guessing that's probably what leads to the secret level. Ooh, thank you. You found a secret wind tunnel that possibly leads to a secret level. Yeah, but does that... It's probably not the last secret. Yeah, okay. We're gonna look for that real quick. Shouldn't take too long. These levels aren't super long, so, yeah, this isn't gonna be another Arcane Dimensions playthrough. Not that I expected it to be, but, you know. And not that Arcane Dimensions was bad, because it was very much the opposite of that. But some of the levels were very long. I was going through the Quake Brutalist Jam start map, as you do. And, yes, I remember seeing one episode, or one level gate, where it was like, estimated time, 3 hours. Yeah, it's gotta be that right there. Now, where would I go for this? I wonder... Yeah, 3 hours is a bit of a chonker of a map. Now, granted, a lot of the Quake levels that are that length are very nicely broken down to that length. So it's like it doesn't feel like you're in a level for too long for one particular area. Wait, there it is. It matters because I don't need that armor. But hey, well, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, Quake map designers are very, very good at making long maps, I've noticed. They're also very good at implementing a lot of secrets in said maps. There we go. And now we go to the secret wind tunnel. And then we go to the secret level. See, it's kind of nice, because even not knowing that that's there, I still would have been able to... I would have had a pretty good odds of finding it. Okay, so now we are at the Forgotten Castle. Oh, E5SM1, okay. Oh. Well. No, you must. Damn it. Okay. It's all good. Everything's fine. Face rocket aside. Alright, why are you just giving me a mega armor, I wonder? Yep, I'm... Beware of the Shambler. Well, I guess that's rewarding observation stuff. Oh, damn it. Didn't have as many nails as I hoped I would. That's fine. It's fine. Was this fight supposed to go on longer? Because, Shamblers are tanky, but they're not that tanky. Oh, okay. Wasn't sure if those things were going to spit nails or or spit fire, and it kind of spit fire, in a way. I can definitely jump up there, thanks to these very conveniently placed crates. Thank you! Ooh, another Shambly. Kind of wish you didn't block me from the damn nails. Anyway, we're good. Let's say that's... One thing that's a little fun with Quake is how relatively short the enemy's visible cone is. Urgh. Hey. Dented my armor, you bastard. So I wonder how many Shamblers are going to be in this map. Stop doing that. You're not on Nightmare. Right. This kind of seems like the next disaster. There we are. Really wish... I mean, I know I have the grenade launcher, but I do wish I had more nails to use against these guys. Because I don't really... I mean, unless I'm... Whoa, hi. Yeah, screw it, whatever. Stop dodging. Alright, cool. I do prefer to use, like, conventional weapons, especially considering I don't have that many rockets. I've got a whopping 13. Then again, just in general, I mean, I've got a metric ass load of cells because of all the enforcers I had to kill, but I have nothing that I can use them with. So, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I would prefer to use, like, the more conventional weapons because I'd rather save the big booms for instances where I actually kind of need them. Yeah, like right now. Dang it. Is this all oh, jeez. Okay, well, at least it's right there. Do any of these have ammo? Because, I'm desperate, you know? And also, is there this big, like, ammo cache that I somehow missed out on? Because, oh, that works. Okay. How do I get back up? It's back this way? It is. Yes. Opens elsewhere. Alright, so probably somewhere in here. I'm not gonna have that much time. Case in point. Oh, this is, annoying, actually. Yeah, I fucking hate this ammo starvation. Why? And at the point now where explosions are like the only thing I could use, and, I can't really use them at close range. So... Alright, get off. Okay, so I basically have to run like hell to this area here. Because they also combined ammo starvation with... At least you can bounce grenades. I don't know who spawned there, but... someone got wrecked. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, they kind of just did that thing where they combined ammo starvation with health starvation with mandatory biosuit usage. I mean, this is, tricky. Doesn't necessarily make it fun. Is this the thing with... that Quake kind of lacks compared to Doom? Because at least with Doom, if your ammo supply is limited, or I should say if the map designer wants your ammo supply to be limited, yeah, okay, now cool. Now I have to use all my fucking nails on the Shambler. I basically just have to dump all my resources now into one. Are you supposed to avoid the Shamblers? Because I don't think Quake's a stealth game. It doesn't do that very well. Anywho, but yeah, with Doom, if the map designer wants to have a ammo light map, they can just give the player Berserk and call it a day. With Quake, there's no way of making melee good using the standard arsenal. Let's stop that. There we go. Because the axe just sucks, just across the board. It's not a good weapon. And there's no way of buffing it. I mean, if there was a way to buff it, that would be fine, but sadly it's not an option. So when you're pulling this, it just doesn't really land the same way, I guess. Okay, yes, please, do things like, no, why are you here? It also doesn't help that, oh my god. It doesn't help that all the enemies in Quake are tanky. One thing I find funny, too, is that whenever people complain about ammo starvation, it's like, well, you missed all those shots. No shit. People aren't perfect, weirdly enough. Also, is this what opens this? No, it doesn't. I'm really curious as to what opens that. What's over this way? Oh, that's where that is. Shambler? No. Okay. I was gonna say, if that was a Shambler, I was gonna be very upset. Yeah, it actually does kind of feel like whenever you feel like you're starting to get a little bit ahead of the ammo curve, it does throw Shambler at you. What does this mean? I don't know. Okay, at least I'm starting to feel a bit less constrained at this point. I do want to go back and get that yellow armor that I opened up. There's also, of course, that one barrier that looked like it was most likely openable. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's, I think, one of the other things that might have helped Quake a little bit. Oh, jeez. At least I have more rockets now, I guess. But one thing that I think would have helped is if the axe had a higher stun chance or something. Just something to make it worth using. And it does kind of seem like the prevailing mentality of id at the time was, you know, use your guns, don't use your melee. but it didn't seem to be the case with Doom, because, I mean, it made the chainsaw kind of an iconic weapon. Berserk, of course. Okay, that. Guess I'd do this. Yeah, well. At least I have enough explosions to justify the use of it, and this is a bit more consistent than the grenade launcher. Guys, calm down. What are you doing? Okay. That's another thing that doesn't really help the situation here, is the fact that if you jib these guys by accident, you don't get their ammo. Well, and of course, the fact that people like him don't drop any ammo at all. Oh, God. God, it's like every enemy takes, like, at least 2 rockets, most of them 3. Now, granted, on an explosion-heavy level, the Fiend is the weapon, or the enemy. Yeah, I guess weapon. That works too. But that is the enemy you want to use. There we go. Let's go ahead and save that. Yeah, I can't say I'm the most fond of this level. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't have anything that can kill him. I mean, I have rockets. I can dump my entire rocket supply into something that takes half damage. I'm just gonna have to kite him. I also can't afford to tank his hits, so, wow, 1 box of nails. How fucking generous. Okay. Is there anyone else who... Alright. No time to waste. No more time to waste, anyway. Okay, at least stuff like that I can get behind. Where you actually have to, kind of kite an enemy and then go back to him. But that was an option there. And let's be real, there's no guarantee that that was even going to be an option. Oh, cool. Well, now the fun has run out. It's funny because this is, like, by far the most detailed and visually interesting level, but I'm not enjoying it all that much. I don't know. It is what it is. You will have that, as they say. Okay, well, thank you for killing your friend. Much appreciated. There we go. Got through that without any damage. Nifty. This trash again. Okay, well, at least I have more ammo this time around, so... That Fiend will use? Nah, it's not that bad. Alright, cool. Well, at least this is relatively linear. These slime paths still really don't give you a whole lot of time with the suit, though. Okay, that wasn't too bad. First one felt... Oop, nope, 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 nope. The first one felt a lot worse. But then again, there was also more going on. Okay. Okay, so that fight was, actually pretty well designed. Yeah, that's like the thing, is it feels like... Okay, yeah, that's all the enemies. Good. So we got 2 secrets now, which are probably 2 massive ammo caches, if I had to guess. That one's probably the yellow armor that I kind of missed earlier, because I thought that the path back to it would be a bit more intuitive. Is this thing? Oh. But it was blinking! Alright, anyway. Yeah, this, oh, okay. Well, that's where the Shambler was. The first one. Yeah, this definitely feels like... I mean, there's ways of backtracking. It's not quite as good on the old legs as most of the previous ones. Alright, so I think this is back near the beginning of the map. Yeah, that would have been nice. And that is... What was this again? I think I'm near the beginning, if I'm recalling correctly. Beginning of my sanity loss. Hopefully you don't have to traipse through that again, because that would kind of, that's when no clip would get activated. Alright. Again, very cool looking map. I'm just not super wild about how it plays, because I think they kind of overtuned the beginning when it comes to ammo. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so that's actually the starting area up there, which I'm not sure I can get back to that. I'm also kind of questioning whether I can even get around this, because there's no way I'm going to be able to survive that entire run. So did they open something else up that actually makes this possible, or is backtracking a death sentence? I don't know. It kind of feels like this might have been meant to just be taken as... Damn it. I keep wanting to slope jump up that, but I can't. Or is this just meant to be taken as like just one long sequence? Because it's kind of starting to feel like that might be the case. Because I'm a little bit constrained by this area. Not gonna lie. There's not a whole lot of places to go. So I'm kind of getting the vibe that the backtracking was not a good idea. Jump over here. I mean, I can. Doesn't do anything. Alright, so hold up. So we got the elevator. We'll use this as kind of our central focus point. I just want to make sure I cover all grounds before I throw in the towel and no clip. Alright, so this is behind said elevator. And that goes into the area where I would go into the slime area. This is that secret area here with the nail gun. And this is the area in front of that. Yeah, I kind of get the vibe that backtracking is death. Which is pretty poor, I think. Because I'm starting to understand why this is in the secret level slot. Can I jump over there, and will that do anything for me? It doesn't seem like it, but... Nah, it doesn't seem like it on so many levels. Alright, and yeah, that leads us back to here. Yeah, this is fun. Jeez, guys. So I think, thankfully, you can cut through here. Yeah, and that's what I was looking for. Here's that. That's still bothering me. Because that is not technically a secret. So that means we do have to find something else for this. I mean, that is survivable, but... Shit. Just not brilliant. Because I don't think you need to do any slime dipping to move on. These guys are all just angry. Except this guy, that's bothering me, and I'm just like 95% sure that's probably a secret. The final secret, if you will. Yeah, at least there's plenty of health back in this section. So, hooray? Alright, let's look for shootable buttons of some description. Not seeing any. Not in this area. Because the one that's a bit suspect is the one right here. So I'm kind of leaning towards it being somewhere thereabout. And I think both of these doors open when you hit that switch. Pretty sure. Let me double check. Yes, they do. Ooh, sneaky. I don't know. It's also possible that could be a red herring, but usually not. I could be mistaken. I often am. But, Right. No. Up here. There we go. Yeah, and that went to where the rocket launcher was. Alright, well, what I'm going to do real quick is do a quick no-clip just to see. Okay, so no, that is not actually anything. It's just a red herring, you bastard. Well, hey, good on ya. Good on ya. There's also this area here that I can drop down to from there. I don't know if I did that yet. I don't think so. But let's see if that actually has anything in it. Or around it. On top of it. Some permutation of it. Yeah. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, well. It's also possible that the secret area that I missed could be in the beginning part of the area. Up top. Above the elevator. In which case, I don't think there's any way of getting back to that. This map is just very exploration unfriendly. Which always feels like kind of a shame with Quake. Oh, okay. I think I found it. I don't know, because even though it's one of those things where you could still survive wading through the slime, it just, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, even if you don't want to make things too easy, maybe have it raise a few boxes. That way when you've already been through it, you don't end up just having to, I don't know, lose like 30% health and a whole bunch of armor. It just seems a bit, I don't know. Alright, well anyway, let's move up. And this sequence is a bit strange, but nothing too wild, I guess. Okay. Wait. Okay, well, I guess I can just kind of do this. Oh no, it was... Damn it, I was right the first time. Shut! I was overthinking it. Hate when that happens. Anywho, we got everything. We're leaving. We're leaving. Yeah, this map just, I don't know. To me, it feels like maybe a bit of a wasted opportunity. Not wasted. That's too harsh. Missed opportunity. There we go. That's better. Better verbiage. Yeah, I don't know. It's like it feels like there was a lot going for it. Like, it had the most interesting combat by far, which would be fine to have in a secret level. Was not fond of the early ammo starvation. It also felt especially weird that how quickly things settled. I mean, certain things, like that, the Shambler towards the end of the map, where you have to run past them and get all the resources. That I think is cool. Like, cat and mouse sort of chases like that, I think can very easily work. The problem is most of the map wasn't that. It was more just whittling away the limited resources you had, and then some, on just fairly tanky enemies like Death Knights and such. I mean, I guess at least they started giving you explosive weapons a bit later on, but, I don't know. It didn't really work for me, I guess. It kind of started to work towards the end. In terms of the map's, overall aesthetic design, I think that's pretty good. The limited backtracking I thought was, I mean, there's ways you could have avoided that. I wasn't wild about that. I think if you allow the player to backtrack, like in that case, being able to drop down the elevator shaft, they shouldn't have to... Like, when the map is over, they shouldn't have to go through that, you know, heavily damage themselves just to explore the map. That just seems a bit odd, I guess. I don't know. This one, it felt like it could have maybe used an additional polishing step. Because it's a solid map for the most part. It just has some things I think could be tweaked to make it more pleasant to play. We'll put it that way. Because it wasn't like it was unpleasant in like a fun or interesting way. It was just kind of... It almost felt like... Almost like an instance of developer difficulty, I suppose. But, anywho. Let's go ahead and just... Alright, well... We're starting things off with a bang here, but, yeah, this is the Catacombs, and we will be exploring this next time. So, yeah, that's, Jeez, red armor is overpowered. Anyway, but yes, I'm going to go ahead and leave you all here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.